Hello and welcome to CR Wrestling Commentary. Cedric and Cedric here. G1 Climax 30, day 18, like 18 days late. But, I don't know if it's 18, it might be 40, I don't know. But we're late, but we're going to be there on time, because it's just what we do. We did it. We're getting there. We're going to get to the end.
And the other tournaments haven't started yet, so it's all good.
It's okay. We didn't get on the train when it left, but we found a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
So, the highways and byways, but we're going to get there some way, right? Okay, so we're going to start off with what? Day 17 comments. We got 2 people commenting. And then Alzanthar says, I can read that one from here. I can actually read a little bit of the other one, but it's kind of getting blurry as I see so many letters. But, and it's like, what, damn 10 feet away. Alzanthar says, thank you for all-time commentary. You are welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude.
You are welcome. And then we've got, Zemo times 2, because it ain't 12. It ain't 12.
12.
I'm going to keep eating this lasagna. How about that?
Lasagna then, because it's going to be 12. Yujiro defeats Jeff Cobb. Seriously? Yeah, we're all with you, man. This was a pity win. That's the only reason Yujiro won the match. New Japan Pro Wrestling felt bad for him and wanted to give him 2 points. I know Kyle was not going to win the G1, but come on. I know, right?
Yeah. That won't necessary.
Kyle has performed well this year, unlike Yujiro, who just goes through the motions and just looks boring.
You fuck your wife the way you wrestle.
And Jeff, he's signed with New Japan and he's a professional, so yeah. He did good. You had no idea what was going to happen when you went into the match, and I appreciate that.
Yep, because you liked who's going to win.
But on the flip side of that, Yujiro, it's been a few days, but I remember Yujiro, who looked like kick shit every other match, for this match actually showed some oomph, some go get him when he knew he was going to win.
Yep.
And that's bull.
He's a fair weather wrestler. Fuck him. He's earned my disrespect. I just didn't like him. Now he has earned it.
Alright. Shingo versus Suzuki was great. They beat the daylights out of each other, and Suzuki was a magnificent bastard, torturing Shingo. And now they are one win apiece and will end their trilogy at Power Struggle. I cannot wait to see their rematch next month. Alright, so you got something to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
I only watched the final moments of Will versus Okada, and I was surprised Will won. However, I was more surprised to see Oka return. Sadly, he still has that stupid Okan outfit. So,
who does?
I don't know. Last time we saw the great Okan, he looked kind of goofy. He looked better now.
No, I mean, he's wearing he was in a suit. I didn't know he still had the same old dumb shit.
Maybe he wrestles in the same old dumb shit.
Man, level up your attire, man.
I mean, but if you're a good heel, I can deal with it. If you are good at what you do, I can deal with suck ass attire. You can't be like Kawado, where you're not really good at what you do and your attire sucks too.
Ugh.
So Will has turned heel. I have to admit, I did not see that coming. All the fame and undeserved praise has gotten to his head, and he deludes himself into thinking Okada was holding him back. Sorry, Will, but you are no EY. Also, just as you know, Eric returned to Impact Wrestling, turned heel, and won the Impact title. Oh, I knew he won the title, but he turned heel.
That made me kind of want to see it.
I know, right? His heel run has been very good, but his reign was too short. Of course.
Never mind.
Poor EY.
Very young, but damn, I felt right with him as a heel. Let's keep going because I can talk about it all day.
Kota versus Tai Chi was great. All they did was kick each other, and it was still amazing. It was a test of endurance, and Tai Chi held his own. For the most part, he held his own throughout the entire G1 and looked great even in defeat. Yeah, I gotta admit, Tai Chi did many steps above shit kick.
And I'll be honest with you, Tai Chi is still improving.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, please don't just regress after the G1. Don't regress after Power Struggle. Just stay where you are and just either be much better or right where you are. That's all I ask.
Because I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, that okie doke.
I'm waiting for it.
Because Christian had me for like, what, 6 months?
Mm-hmm. And you were working on me the whole time. I'm like, you know what? Christian's great. And then we all got butt fucked.
Ain't got to get hurt but once.
Involuntarily, with no lube or stimulation. Okay, White versus Ishii was a surprise. The match was great, even better than their G1 match last year, but spoilers. The surprise came from the finish. Ishii defeated White. I honestly thought Jay was going to go to the finals, but he lost clean in the middle of the ring. I thought Ishii was going to lose, but I still cheered for him. I lost my mind when he won. Yeah,
that is what you call marking out.
Yeah,
marks are awesome. We was marking out.
Now, I love the way Geto was reacting after it was over, because you know when Ishii won, when he wins, he don't hang around. He's done his job. He gone to the back. Ain't no talking, ain't no parading, ain't no pictures. He's gone.
Yeah, he goes to the back and might say something and move on.
So he left White laying in the ring with Ishii's music playing. Ghetto's having a fit. I don't believe this. Yep. I enjoyed that.
Ghetto and White as a team, the way they do it is great. I do like it. I just don't like his booking. And I don't like that he has to get overly involved in every single match. He has to learn to reserve himself. He's trying to be the American outside valet heel. Can't do that.
And see, this is going to sound fucked up. For some reason, and I haven't pinpointed why, although Ghetto is an annoyance, it doesn't bother me what he and Jay White does.
No, it don't.
The way Evil and Dick Togo bothers me.
It don't, because that's how they came back. When Jay came back, Ghetto wasn't really around him, but Jay is a nasty fucking heel that can get the job done on his own.
Yeah.
So when Ghetto gets involved, when he finally stepped up and Okada was pushed to the side, Jay can get it done on his own, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that. When Ghetto gets involved, it's because Jay pushes the situation so Ghetto can get involved.
That's true.
Evil don't necessarily do that. It don't look like Evil is like, oh, let me distract the ref and get this dude over here. It's never so clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he's like, oh, I happen to fall out and the ref is down or distracted. Now Dick Togo takes advantage and Evil sees it, but it never looked like it's outright, hey, I want you to get involved because it's fun. And besides, there's a difference. We watched Evil come up from basically being the most underappreciated wrestler in history.
Mm-hmm.
The Brooklyn Brawler got more credit than he did. So we watched, Takaki Watanabe go from that to Evil and then grow into his awesomeness. We watched it. So we've seen his hard work. And to us, and correct me if I'm wrong, you and Zemo, but to see all of that hard work being undermined by cheating when we know that he's still truly trying to level up, it's just bastardizing everything.
Yeah.
And it cheapens what we have put our stake into.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's like that. Maybe that's why you feel that way. Maybe that's why we all feel that way. You watch your kid grow up, learn to read, learn to write, learn to associate with others, and then once they get into high school, have everyone else take their test for them.
Yeah.
It ain't like the kid grew up and it's like, oh, I passed this test, but I want you to take it too, and if you get a slightly better score, then I'll use yours. See, that's Jay White and Ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a 96. I got a 96.5. I'll use yours.
Mm.
See, you're like, they cheated, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
You see?
That 0.5. Yeah, I got it. It's probably what it is.
It could be. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating while I eat this lasagna.
We need more matches like this, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I just wish New Japan Pro Wrestling would just book Ishii to the IWGP title or the IC title just once. His fans know that Ishii does all his talking in the ring, and that is enough for them. I know, man.
He's a warrior.
Seriously. Ishii's performance was 20 stars. White's performance was just as great. He plays the obnoxious heel extremely well, and he gives the fans all the right reason to boo him. Yeah, Jay's such a bastard.
Zemo be calling that shit.
It's almost admirable to watch. Cedric, do not push yourself. Get tested and get plenty of rest. Your health is more important. You take care too, Cedra. Thank you. Dude.
Whew. And that will do it for day 17 comments. Thank you very much, Zemo ×2 and Alzanther. Thank you. Because 10 minutes, 21 seconds. Let's roll. This next match, first match actually, Yoshihashi versus Yano Toru. And going into this, I was like, they should just let Yoshihashi win, you know. Oh crap. I just saw this. I misspelled Yoshihashi.
What did you spell?
Yoshihashi. So I gotta. Oh crap! Lowercase h. There we go. Fixed it. All right. See, when I corrected it on OBS Studio, you get to see that. You get to see the changes I have to make. I just want to say this real quick before getting really into this match. I just really wanted, Patreon. I'm gonna start putting stuff up there. I just have to learn how to do it properly. But yeah, it's gonna be some what few real stuff that I got, and then fan requested stuff for anyone that actually signs up to be a patron. So yeah. So with this match, it went typical. It was very typical. But then outside the ring, Yoshihashi he pulls tape out from his ball sack.
I mean, deep down.
He pulled it from way deep down, and he tied up Yano to his stick through the railing. But he did it so nice with the perfect proper layers, like you're wrapping up somebody's wrist with tape. It was so careful, so gentle. And I said, that tells you everything you need to know about Yoshihashi. That dude is way too nice and gentle.
A nice guy.
He can't. You got to suspend that gentility when you wrestle. But ultimately he gets out in the strangest way. You have to see that for yourself. And for those that haven't seen it, and he gets in the ring, and Yoshi's like, hey, he's got that, and Yano's like, I don't care, and so they, he gets unraveled from the stick, and then it's business as usual. Yano, he is so good at that overhook takedown into a single leg hook pin. He's so good at it. I like that. No one else does that in New Japan. Just him. That's a Yano thing. And it goes back and forth with the quote unquote pin attempts. When I say that, because it wasn't a lot, it really wasn't. But it kept, trying to low blow. Yoshihashi got in on it trying. Referee's like, no.
He like, come on, man. He tried twice.
Yep. And then Yano tries a low blow. It's blocked. And then Yoshihashi uses it to roll him up in like this weird Ganosuke kid clutch kind of thing. And he gets the 1, 2, 3. He wins. Yoshihashi wins. We applaud. We're happy. That's really cool. I'm glad he won. And right now, Goto Hiroki is out. So let's get this going. You got anything else to add, woman?
No.
All right. Let's roll. All right. Following match is Goto Hiroki versus Juice Robinson. And I hope Juice wins because, Goto's got enough points.
Yeah.
And Juice, I felt so bad for him after his last loss. That face, oh my goodness. Let's go to Japan and shoot everybody in the face. Don't you let my baby lose like that no more.
What the hell?
I'm just saying, I couldn't be his parent. I couldn't. I'd have lost my shit. I'd have called him up. I don't know how I'm getting out of here, but I'm coming there, and they gonna pay.
It's so silly.
I'm telling the truth.
I know.
I'm telling the truth. Oh shit, that burns. So the match he started off as a house of fire, as Juice and Goto's matches tend to do. But they never slowed down this time. Normally Juice settles back into his old repertoire.
Yeah.
Didn't slow down, kept the pace going. Goto, he was giving it to Juice. He didn't give his all. We could see that, but Goto, at points when he did have to show up, it was always major. He didn't take it easy on Juice. This was a mixture of Goto battling anyone else and then Ishii. It was sort of that mixture of Goto, which was good. You get to see that, and it was really, really good. You know, a solid performance on both. Juice hit a superplex that he hit the mat so flat. I hope he didn't hurt himself. I hope that he hit it so perfect that all of that shock was absorbed throughout his whole body to distribute it and then render it useless.
It looked like if you took a door that wasn't hooked up to the hinges and just let it fall to the mat. That's how Juice hit the mat.
And then he didn't hit the mat and roll over immediately.
He laid there.
Yeah, he laid there for about 2 or 3 seconds. And then he said, okay, now I'm going to let me swing my legs and roll over. Granted, this ain't the days of yore, so selling the superplex or avalanche superplex as a finisher is not, it's not going to fly. You know, it's not. It can still be done, yeah, but it's not going to fly. Not like that. You know, so so people out there that, and I get you, you know, for those that might say, hey man, you know, that's a superplex. You should be hurt too. And I agree. And Juice does that well. He laid there. He didn't just, you know, avalanche or superplex and then hit and then just, yeah, let me roll over.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He doesn't do that. So that's good. You know, the people that expose the business are the ones that do a superplex or avalanche suplex and hit and just, you know, float over into something. You know, Barry Windham, he innovated the move, the superplex, but he would use the opponent's tights and roll over. You can see him bounce off the mat, use the recoil of the mat back then because the mat had recoil. It don't have it anymore. I don't see Ring of Honor, New Japan, I don't, especially AAA or CMLL, I don't see their mats have any give to it. So there's no recoil to use. In any case, he did roll over. He tried to move, didn't work. Good, you know. The match kept going, and Juice, he started unloading the guns. He was popping Goto in the face with those left and right hands of God like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was nailing them. Goto kept trying stuff and getting it, but Juice was like, for your troubles, here's another punch.
Yep.
And ultimately, he was able to get, I don't know what he calls it, the Tamikaze is what the original name.
Yeah, I know. I can't pimp. No, not pimp. Juice.
No,
not juice box. But
no, yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't remember what it is. You know, if we was listening to English commentary, we would have heard it and then heard it yelled for like 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but regardless, you know, the Tamikaze is what I call it. You know, Tommy Rogers innovated it. Oh
man, I'm not gonna be able to rest till I figure this out.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead, keep
Come
talking.
On. So he gets it, and he gets the 1, 2, 3.
Pulp Friction.
You happy?
It's Pulp Friction. Yes. I'm like, it's something clever about Juice.
Yeah, I know it's Pulp something, but I'm like, no. I was like, it's Juice Fragments.
That's cute. Juice Fragments.
Juice Fragments. Oh man, see, he can make a multi-punch thing to the body and call it that Juice Fragments.
Juice Fragments.
It's so cute. Sounds like something a Fraggle would come up with. If y'all don't know what a Fraggle is, look it up. Fraggle. Fraggle.
It changed your life.
Your whole life. He gets the win. It looks good.
But Goto ain't happy.
No.
He holding that face from all them punches, looking like I got your punch, motherfucker.
She nailed it because that's exactly what he looked like. I got your punch, motherfucker. Like, this ain't over. And I've seen that look in Goto's eyes.
And Juice was looking at Goto. Juice saw that look.
Yes, and he gave Juice pause because Juice was dancing and prancing. He turned on and saw it, and he had to stop.
Like, oh shit, did I start beef?
Hey, it's the same shit that probably pissed off Minoru.
Juice walked the cow into the ring, and now it's done. It can't be undone.
Yep.
It's beef. It's there.
It's beef.
It's standing there chewing.
And giving him that look like the fuck you want. Cedra loves the expression or expressionless of a cow.
You can put any kind of heading over a cow's expression, and it'll fit.
Go look up a picture. Hey, look, you can even pause it to do it. Go look up a picture of a cow. Just find a picture of a cow face, okay? And then just put anything with it. What the fuck do you want? Why are you staring at me?
What are you looking at?
You know I'll kick your ass. Oh yeah? Did your mother like it too?
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what you put with it. It's
you know what? It's another Monday. It be anything, and it will fit.
Tomorrow is another day. You got any lotion? It don't
How's
matter.
your mom? We went out. Anything.
Went from talking about this to cows.
Because beef is in the ring.
Beef is in the ring. Goto and Juice got beef. So
we'll see what happens.
If we even see that, because dude, nothing else has been posted other than G1, correct?
No. It's power struggles. Road to power struggles up there.
Okay, cool. Whew. All right, my lungs are getting tired. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
This match here, Tanahashi Hiroshi versus Zack Sabre Jr. And look, this match was there's heat going into it. Yes. There's a thing between them that's lasted for about 3 months. Yes. But they just wrestled. I mean, they just wrestled. That's what they did.
But it wasn't, I'm going to wrestle you, Tanahashi, and you're going to scream for 15 minutes.
No, it was
not like that.
Tanahashi was countering, reversing. He showed that he has learned.
Yes, exactly.
So they wrestled. It was a Zack Sabre Jr. match. But not like it would be if it was an Okada match.
Tanahashi wasn't getting victimized.
Yes, he was showing, I've learned.
Yes.
I'm wise to your tricks, young man.
Exactly.
And ultimately, Tanahashi got the win. He did.
Brutally.
But he did with a roll-up.
Decisively.
Held him down. 1, 2, 3. And then kept holding him. Zack was
4,
still kicking, trying to
5,
kick out.
6.
Still holding it. And then he let him go, and Zack was mad as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny.
Because he could not get out.
He was done. Zack was all mad and kicking, and that's one of CJ's favorite parts about Zack Sabre Jr.
He a big baby. He get mad and he get the kicking shit, throwing a damn tantrum.
It was good. The match was great.
And you can see how satisfied Tanahashi was.
Like, finally. And I was like, Tanahashi don't even like he wrestled, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great match. I don't know if I can watch it again, but it was still a great match. You know? I don't know. It depends on my mood. Depends on my mood if I could watch it again. Because I could probably watch this whole event and all the other events probably again, except for maybe 2 of them. So, yeah. You got anything to add? Because Kenta's coming out.
Nope.
All right, let's roll. The next match is Kenta versus Naito Tetsuya. And, look, this was a good wrestling match.
It was.
It was a good wrestling match.
Back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth. They did their thing. They got all their stuff in. They both of them led the match very well. You couldn't tell if it was a Kenta or a Naito match.
Nope.
So they both did very well for the pacing and not, throwing it in for each other so that it can look like they're literally getting their pace going. In combat, that's pretty much it. You're trying to get your pace, your move, your style to be, let me pull the mic closer, to be what's dominant. And so, with that, this match, who could get the lead, who could be in most control of the match, who could dictate the pace. So whomever was in charge at the time was dictating the pace. And that's good. Then it got towards the end, which they were both getting the upper hand. It was so much a toss-up. Naito, Well, before that, there was a part where Naito was trying to get Kenta back in the ring. Naito got hit with the briefcase, that cardboard thing or whatever it is. And, you know, Naito just, he sold that well. He just slumped down. That was real good. Then there was a point where Kenta, he got his Shote strikes in, and then he's going to go for the go to sleep. He got Naito up, and Naito performed a Poison Rana. And no one seemed to have done that better than Kanemoto Koji. But Naito did it, and it was just a slip. It was weird. Kenta had to throw himself over. It was a weird moment. But Kenta still sold it, you know, pretty well. I don't know if he slipped. I'd probably just call an audible and be like, you know, he slipped off or something, or I flummoxed something. I don't know. And I would just have to call an audible. Do something else. So ultimately, Naito does counter go to sleep with, you know, the reverse DDT, and I was like, is that tongue hanging out? Because I'm working on matches for CR Fire Pro tomorrow. I'm wondering if my voice is going to hold out. So I'm looking. I'm like, that tongue ain't hanging out. And then CJ's like, well, we haven't gotten to that part of the match where he normally gets the counter or whatnot. So, okay. Then he's trying to get his elbow strikes back in, those wrist lock back elbows. Knocks Kenta down. It's a brutal train wreck. So it looks like a fight. That's good. That's a good spot. Naito's getting up, and that mouth is open, but that tongue ain't hanging out. I said, that tongue ain't hanging out. And she was like, no, it's not. Naito gets the Northern Light Bomb. Northern Light Bomb should not be a setup move. It really shouldn't. I would think because the Northern Light Bomb basically is stronger than a reverse DDT. It's so much stronger. It's not because I love it. But look at the dynamic of it. Reverse DDT, they drop back on their head, but they're falling from their own height. Actually lower than that because of the inverted headlock. They're falling from half their height. Northern Light Bomb, you're not falling from your height. You're falling from someone else's height, and they're driving you into the mat. Standardly, that's stronger. Whew. So, I mean, it's almost like, you know, the Doomsday Canadian Destroyer, and then people kick out. It's kind of like that. That tongue ain't hanging out. Naito says it's time for Destino, and he gets Kenta up, and right as he's about to go into it, Kenta rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Kenta wins. I said, Naito lost. That tongue won't hanging out. Poker. That's a tail. Naito looked very unhappy losing. And that's really the most important thing. You know, that's the most important thing. Naito doesn't look happy losing. He looked disappointed. Kind of like, what happened to me? That kind of thing. And Cedric pointed something out earlier in the match, which was kind of like a little disturbing on Naito's part. Naito got Kenta in a twisting wrist lock. Had him. And then kind of put him in a hammerlock and was looking down at him kind of like some psycho would if they were burning ants or trying to hurt some animal. He was just looking down at him like, how can I hurt your leg? How can I hurt your arm? If I took this knife and cut you there, how much would it hurt? He was really looking at him like he just wanted to do some nasty, dastardly stuff. But because there are laws and people watching, he can't. It was a little disturbing. But ultimately, Naito loses in what I would say is an easy 4-star match. I ain't giving it higher than 4. But, yeah, Naito, the way he responded losing, I thought that was really good. It was a good match. Kenta did good with his corner drop kick. He actually got the feet on the head instead of his butt. So that was good. You got anything to add, love?
No.
All right, she's tired and sleepy anyway. So.
Sorry, guys.
And I'm not feeling too well either. So it ain't my throat. So, even though that's bad, but it's not my throat that's making me messed up the most. So we're probably going to finish this up tomorrow and probably get day 19 out the way tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a twofer. And then we'll probably do a bonus on comments if need be. But hey, for all intents and purposes, for you all, it'll just be instant. For us, it's going to be probably about 12 to 18 hours. So with that said, let's roll. All right, so final match, Evil versus Sonata. And like I said, it's been about a day and a half, but for y'all, it's just a quick thing.
Quick thing.
So, honestly, Sonata showed tidbits of really good aggression in the opening, but it didn't take long for them to settle into their just almost going through the motions kind of thing, with spread out taunting and boasting. The match was really long only because of that, the spread out boasting and waiting and things like that, which pretty much took up a lot of time. I mean, if you break it down, the match is probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But still, once that match got heated up, it got heated up. Problem, Dick had to get in something.
Yeah.
And Hiromu came to help. Yay! Super kick, ball shot. Now he's out. A couple of things here. Dick Togo didn't have the garrote on him, so he had to get his coat off. And he grabbed his coat, and when he had it in his left hand, he had it ready like, I'm going to strangle him, but it just won't cooperate. So he just threw it over his head and started punching him. Same effect, same duration. Okay, fine. That's experience right there. That's good. Other spot, excuse me. Other part was Sonata went for the middle corner backflip into the reverse headlock. Problem, he was off center a bit. Evil had to catch him while maneuvering himself, put himself into the headlock, and hold Sonata so Sonata don't fall, and made the move still come across very well. Untrained eye wouldn't have seen any of that. You know, and I got a decently trained eye, but I'm going to still miss, maybe in truth, the majority of any little mistake. I'm going to miss it. I'm not in the wrestling business like that. Don't really want to be. I like being a mark for wrestling. Yay! Go you! So that's me. I did enjoy the match once it got its thing, but when Dick got into it, Hiromu had to save. It turned into what you call they're trying to get over a serious struggle. That I want it so bad, I have to cheat in this manner. Mm-hmm. And then I want him to win so bad, I have to save him in this manner. Mm-hmm. So it was a clear vision of, well, good versus evil. So good. They did good with that. Getting evil to break down to the point where he could even get the moonsault, it was a labor. Mm-hmm. That's good. Another good spot was a double paradise lock with the double drop kick. That was nice.
I enjoyed that.
I know this is going to sound bad, but one of the best looking parts in the entire match took place at the beginning of the match. One thing that Sonata did that looked so cool, and it really could have set the pace. It was when he grabbed Evil at the beginning and threw him out the ring. You can go back and look at that. Sonata looked like, I am angry with you.
He should have went out there and whooped the ever-loving fuck out of him.
Showed that aggression. Showed that I don't like you betraying me. It went from I owe you, from that moment, from I owe you to let's just wrestle. And that's what I didn't like. And yes,
something I'm noticing about Sonata. Sonata's a finisher. Yes, he is. But he also likes to outwit you.
Yes.
He gains a lot of satisfaction from that.
Yes.
We've seen that when it's really shown up with Zach, because Zach has been an opposing force and an immovable object for many people, and him being able to outsmart Zach, you can see it. It's better than the definitive win after a moonsault. Nah, being able to get you at your own shit, he can feel that in his jellies, and he felt that in his jellies when he. With this match here, because he got the moonsault on 2 of them. Should have got the pin, then all the bullshit happened. So he was able to outsmart you, even with all of your bullshit at play. Shit, man, his jelly's still dancing.
So that's cool. That's Sonata for you.
He can do no wrong.
Evil can do no wrong. Dick Togo can do all the wrong.
He need to start riding that dick is what he need to do, because he's doing it wrong.
Dick ride. Y'all know where that came from. Y'all are awesome. I think the match was good.
Mm-hmm.
I do. It had a good end. As soon as Evil broke out of that, he called it the skull end. I want to call it the dragon sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
But once he broke out of that and rolled over onto his abdomen, I said, "Oh, this match is over right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is it." Because he's not going to be looking. Moonsault is going to land. It has no choice. Face down.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled him over, went for another one, got the pin. Sonata wins. Sonata listened to the announcement like, "Yep."
That's not what he got the pin on.
No, he didn't.
That's when he was finna get the pin,
and the ref got drug out.
Shoes got drug out.
That's when I'm used to certain things about Sonata. My bad, y'all. Me not be perfect.
Nah, he got that shit that Zach used to get him with. That's how he got evil.
Yeah, he got that center of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like center stage.
Yep.
So, I mean, he got that 3 count, and it was like, that's what I don't get. That's my only issue when it comes to wrestling. You got, Japanese leg roll clutch. He got that. 1, 2, 3 kick out. Why get up and argue if it's a 3 count? Not only did you hear it, not only is it obvious, not only did sometimes part of the crowd count with it, you literally couldn't have kicked out if you tried.
Because you have to
argue?
You gotta look like you're not accepting of the defeat.
Okay, you're not accepting. Don't ask the ref, is it really 3? No shit. You're not happy? Beat the fuck out the one that won. You didn't get dropped on your head. You didn't get moonsaulted or none of that stuff. So you just got pinned. Get up. Try to whip his ass. He fights you off. You flee. All right. That shows that you're not happy with that outcome. Someone slapped the shit out of you. You don't walk to somebody else, man. Did he just slap me?
Or you can do like Zach does. You can throw a bitch fit on the floor.
Yeah. There was one time when Zach kicked out directly on that 3 count. Directly on it. And he lost the match. This one G1 though. And he got up and he was at the ref like, what the fuck? That won't 3. And he's like, 3, man. It's 3. It's like, so controversial. I get it for him. I kicked out. I heard you hit, but I was kicking out. So I get that. That makes sense. But man, when you're down there for basically a 3.5 or 4 count, don't argue with the ref. Go and fuck up the one that got you. Day 18, for the most part, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, we're gonna tackle 19. We ain't even gonna do the whole event. I know there's probably a whole lot of stuff that happened, but we're gonna just do
the last match.
The last match.
And check out the other shit.
Yeah, later. We might talk about the other stuff later. I don't know. I when it comes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, I am immediately bored with their tag matches because they do them so damn much. It's too soon.
Only thing I guess they're gonna be, getting the underlying beef established for the Power Struggle tour.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's just a non-stop season of tag matches.
Bringing out the cows.
Is it too soon? I like tag team. I love me some tag team, but I don't like it when it's not with tag teams. That's the problem. These aren't tag teams. They're just motherfuckers put together.
Get in the ring, motherfucker.
So, it is what it is. I'm happy for Sonata. The crowd was ready. You know, when he won, they cheered, but not nearly like they would if it was Evil defeating Okada.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. You know, so they did, you know, there's a thing. So, congratulations, Sonata. You know? Omerito Sonata. So, yeah. It's all good. You know, check it out. We see Chono on screen now, you know, Mr. G1. So we're going to watch this, and we're going to do this one match. and I don't know if you, hey, Zemo Alzanter, if you think that we should talk about the matches leading up to this, you know, all those tag matches and whatnot, if you think we should talk about it, we talk about it. But I don't know. I don't know. Any case, this has been Cedric and CJ for CRS and commentary G1 Climax 30, Day 18. Hey, as usual, thank you for your time, patience. Could you watch or listen to anyone, but you chose us. We are appreciative of it. Stay safe, stay sound, stay indoors. Keep your ass safe. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Good night, everyone.